DJs, today a tutorial on how to count like a DJ. Let's get straight into it. Level 1, counting in beats. If you are primarily focused on just the kick drum of the track, that 1, 1, 1, you are counting in beats. By the way, in terms of the track, this is from Heavy Hits, my record pool of choice for 2025. Check them out, link in bio. And if you use my code Carl Thomas at checkout, you can try out your first month for just $5. Okay, so we've nailed counting in beats. Now, these beats are actually arranged in multiples of 4. So this is known as 1 bar of music, 4 beats. All electronic music, all pop music is structured in this way. So let's count out a couple of bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you are counting in bars. Now let's take this concept here, 1 bar of music, and put them into a group of bars. And this is what is known as a phrase. So groups of bars are placed together in phrases. And again, much like the bar, which is a multiple of 4, phrases, which is a group of bars, are also arranged in multiples of 4. Typically 8 bars, 16 bars, 32 or 64 bars. And it is when you match your phrases, when you're mixing tracks, this will enable you to make a mix that makes musical sense. The mix will just flow together a lot better when you start your mixes in phrase, as well as, of course, in beat and on bar. But focus on the phrases. This is going to take practice to do. Okay, so phrases. How can you tell when a phrase finishes and a new phrase starts? Well, this is where something will effectively change in the track. It could be that you go from your intro into your first breakdown. That will be the start of a new phrase. It could be from the breakdown into the first drop, or from the chorus back into the verse, or the verse into the chorus. Something will always change musically to mark a new phrase. So let's take this same track again. I'm just going to skip through it a little bit, and you'll notice here on the waveform, after 8 bars, the waveform does something different here. So you can see a natural progression. So let's play that and I'll show you what this sounds like. So you can see there was a little bit of a sound effect there, because after 8 bars, it changes ever so slightly, the track progresses. But then even after those 8 bars, after 16 bars, something changes again. So here we go, the main kick drum is being introduced. So that indicates a new phrase. Now you could say that this is broken into phrases of 8 bars and your mix would make sense. But I would almost say this is like a halfway point, and it's actually an overall phrase of 16 bars before a brand new phrase. But there is a marker at 8 bars. But the key thing is here, you need to be able to recognize when phrases finish and start your mixes on phrase in order for your mixes to make musical sense. Drop me any questions in the comments down below. More than happy to answer it. Check out my full tutorial on YouTube. Share this with a friend that will find it useful, and happy mixing.